Hey, Curtis Dawson here, and in this video, you are fixing to discover 5 areas that you should be selling in order to cash in on this Christmas holiday shopping season. Now, this is not going to be a typical training that I do where we go on for an hour or hour and a half or even longer, but I tell you what, I'm going to make a commitment to you today. If you can commit to me to hang with me here, don't go anywhere and be attentive to what I'm fixing to show you, I promise to keep this video to 15 minutes or less because I do want to respect your time, but I also want to provide you great value as well and show you where you can make some serious money over these next few months. And not only that, but to really set the foundation to have a successful business moving into 2018. Now, these 5 areas that I'm fixing to share with you, folks, these are areas that I have been cashing in on for the last several years. They're 5 of my go-to areas that I use every holiday shopping season. It never fails. I use these same areas. I go out and do 6 figures. Folks, I'm not just talking about 6 figures for the year. I'm talking about 6 figures just over the holiday shopping season. So pay attention. You are going to walk away here today with some real value, some real things that you can go out there and cash in on. Now, area number 1 that I love to sell in this time of year and capitalize on is the fact that people, for some reason, because I think they're just absolutely horrible, but people go nuts over ugly Christmas sweaters. You've probably seen them. Heck, you've probably seen them, at your local Walmart or somewhere like that. But these ugly Christmas sweaters are hot this time of year. People buy them as gag gifts. They buy them for themselves to wear to their office Christmas parties or family Christmas parties or whatever, for many different things. And these are sweaters, these are sweatshirts that really They go across just any niche you can imagine. Look at some of these things right here. Just by using Teespring's site, which is one of my favorite go-to sites for getting design ideas, for getting shirt ideas, searching ugly Christmas sweater, you can see I've got over 41,000 results. These are 41,000 different designs. Now, let me insert a disclaimer here before we move forward. We're not talking about stealing somebody else's hard work, somebody else's design, but rather using it as inspiration to go out there and create something of our own that we can sell. It's not hard to do. In fact, when you work with a designer, which I can share with you later how to go out and find designers where you can literally get a t-shirt design done for like $5. It's ridiculously cheap, okay? And they can use their own artistic and creative ability to create something for you that's going to go out there and sell dozens and possibly even hundreds or thousands of shirts, okay? But look at this first one right here. So this is one in the dog niche. If you can see this, I don't want to start opening up individual shirts. It's going to take too much time, but this is in the dog niche, in the pug niche, okay? And it says Baham Pug. So that's kind of cute, right? What's that? The Grinch, right? Is it the Grinch? No, it's not the Grinch. What is that? I don't know. I can't remember that movie where it says Bahumbug. It's that Christmas show or whatever. But that's regardless of the point. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. But they used that saying to say Baham Pug and put the picture of a pug, which is a dog breed on here. That's very creative. Now, you can do this. Now, it may not have the same ring as saying Baham Pug. You might not be able to say Baham Rottweiler or Baham Chihuahua or something, but you can make a dog breed line of t-shirts that has images of their dogs on it because they're hot niches. Okay, let's move forward from here. We've got cat related t-shirts. Merry Christmas. This is for cat lovers. Tons of those. This is a video game, so people who love video games, gamers, it's an ugly Christmas sweater for them. Look, for occupations, computer engineer, okay, ugly Christmas sweater. You could do this for what? You could do this for any occupation, nurses, firefighters, policemen, teachers, you name it. You can do this for every occupation. And folks, I do this every year and make a ton of money with it. Let's look at a couple more here. We got one that says aunt, okay? Could you use this as inspiration and have a shirt designed that says aunt or mom or dad or brother, sister, grandma, grandpa, uncle, any type of family member, right? This one says mama. Papa, the man, the myth, the legend. This is for guitar lovers, okay? It has a picture of 2 guitars on here. This is for motocross right here. People that are in the motocross niche who love their, their dirt bikes and things like that. Same thing here. Believe it or not, the beard niche. People who are proud of their beards, okay? Which is an audience that you can definitely target. So anyway, water polo. This is for dentists. It's another occupation-related shirt, EMT. So look, there's tons of ideas here. In fact, there's over 41,000 ideas that you can do. But let's move on to the next one. Outside of ugly Christmas sweaters, which is really big sellers this time of year, you know what's big sellers also? Stuff for grandma. That's right. T-shirts for grandma. And you'll see that there's probably a ton of different ideas here that you can use. Oh, goodness. Yeah, 185,000 plus design ideas for grandma. Oh, look, it's a grandma thing, and it has words surrounding it like proud, loving, awesome, cool, amazing, happy, caring, awesome. I'm a grandma. To save time, let's just assume I'm always right. I love that. That's, that's awesome. It's funny, right? It's catchy. I do what I do because grandkids don't spoil themselves, right? I mean, that's a common thing, grandma spoils the grandkids. I mean, look, do you think this is something that somebody would buy for grandma for Christmas? Absolutely they would. And it proves itself over and over every year because I sell tons of these things. Look, here's a grandma ugly Christmas sweater down here. Grandma with a bicycle. Never underestimate a grandma with a bicycle. That's cool right there. This is crossing 2 different niches. We're targeting grandmas who also love riding their bicycles. Yes, you can target that on Facebook through an ad. Happiness is being a mom. Grandma and great-grandma. Love it. Grandma, kiss giving, boo-boo fixing, candy buying, fun supplying, storytelling, grandkids spoiling grandma. I love it. A lot of these here are, why they sell so well is because a lot of these tug at the heartstrings, okay? A lot of these have these sentimental type sayings on there that really tug at the heartstrings, and they do very, very well this time of year. And again, you can get tons of ideas here. Again, this is a niche that I do very, very well in, especially this time of year. This is the time of year people buy this type of stuff, okay? Let's move to the next one. That's number 2. I've got 3 more to give you here today. What did we just say? We've done ugly Christmas sweater, grandma. Nurse niche is one I've done very well in for years now, not just during the holiday shopping season, but I sell nurse T-shirts year-round. They do very well. But, again, this time of year, they do better than most. So this is the best kind of dad raises a nurse, okay? Do you think, a nurse would buy this for their dad, right? This is a gift for dad. This is in fact, this is an older one. It was sold during Father's Day 2016, which would be another great time to sell it. But now, do you think, a parent would be proud to wear a shirt that says, hey, I raised a nurse, right? I mean, that's awesome. The best kind of mom raises a nurse. Love it. This is the type of stuff that tugs at their heartstrings. And anything that tugs at the heartstrings of an individual is, you're onto something, right? You're onto something that can go big. I'm a proud mom of a freaking awesome nurse. And yes, she bought me this shirt. Love it. The American flag with the medical symbol up here, it says nurse. Again, great. Let's see. Safety first. Drink with a nurse. Some of these have been around for a long time and still continue to do well. Let's see what else we got here. Tons of ideas. I mean, we could just scroll and scroll and scroll and get tons of nurse shirt idea. The best kind of mom raises a nurse. Good stuff. Oh, this one here, let me just look. This one here, variations of this shirt have been sold for several years now. I was actually one of the first to use of saying very similar to this several years ago, and it still continues to sell. That just goes to show that stuff that sold 2 and 3, 4 years ago still can do very well today, and it still continues to. On the 8th day, God looked down on his planned creation and said, I need a healer, so God made a nurse. Now, let me share something with you real quick on that. That can also work, and it has worked because I've done this myself for many other occupations, okay? God looked down and he created a nurse. He created, let's say on the 8th day, God looked down on his planned paradise and said, I need an educator. So God created a teacher. God looked down on his planned paradise and said, I need a, let's see, what's another one? I need a hero. Well, I don't like that one. But I need a protector. Okay, that's a good one. I need a protector. So God made a firefighter, or God made a police officer, or God made a veteran. Look, veterans, they sell very, very well, okay? So anyway, tons of ideas here. We could keep scrolling. As you saw, just on nurse ideas, there was, again, look here at the top, over 201,000 different shirt designs that you can use as inspiration. And you can scroll here and see that, there's so many different ideas here that you can use. I've sold many, many, many nurse shirts, and they continue to do well. There's no signs of slowing down. So we've looked at what so far? We've looked at ugly Christmas sweaters. We looked at grandma t-shirts. We've looked at nurse shirts. 2 more things I want to show you. We got a few more minutes here. I told you I'm going to try to keep this to 15 minutes. And I am watching the time now. Let me say this about, these shirts. The reason why I like shirts this time of year especially is the very fast turnaround time. They come from right here in the U.S. So they're ordered, printed, shipped, and delivered, in a lot shorter time than you deal with on your typical drop shipping, which is a lot of what we do as well off of AliExpress. These items come from China. Okay, so the turnaround time is a little bit slower, but let me add this. The window of opportunity to have products from China sent to a customer using drop shipping, the window of opportunity for that between now and Christmas is still wide open, okay? That window is not even close to being, that window's not even close to being closed yet, so you can definitely take advantage of it. But I want to stay with like grandma, okay? It's probably one of my better sellers this time of year because, number one, it has such a large audience. We're talking an audience in the millions, okay? Which is a lot of reason why I don't mind sharing this stuff with you, because I can spend a lifetime and never hit, the entire audience. Along with everybody else marketing in this niche, okay? Not to mention that, but every day new people are becoming grandparents, all right? So, don't be afraid to market in this niche. So I'm scrolling here, and if you didn't notice, I typed in grandma. Let's get more specific. Let's type in grandma jewelry, okay? Grandma jewelry here, and look, here's a necklace, a cute necklace. These are sold by the lot, okay? I don't like that. They make you buy a certain amount. So I'm looking for individual pieces. I'm looking to drop ship just one piece at a time. So here's a cute little bracelet, right? It has some wings on it. It says grandma. It has the infinity sign here and says love. That's cute. $1.99 a piece. I could sell something like this for $9.95. Right, and probably do pretty well with that. In fact, this is the first I've seen of it. It might be worth testing. Let's see, we've got a Nana bracelet. What else do we got here? We've 91. Let me open this one up because this one looks like it has multiple options here, which is good because you can sell this across multiple areas. So give it just a second here. Yeah, niece, aunt, daughter, sister, nana, mom. You just pick which one you want. Best friend, nana, grandma. See, grandma, love it. And they're cute. Middle sis, little sis, sister, mom. The ones that enlighten me the most, the ones that really catch my eye the most are the mom and the grandma down here because, again, they're big this time of year. 91 cents a piece. They're on sale right now. Regular price is $1.07. I could sell this for $9.95 all day long. Have great margins and excuse me, an absolutely enormous audience on Facebook to target. Here's another bracelet with some purple in it, $1.99. A grandma necklace here. Tons of things to test out. Best grandma ever. Okay. I like this one. The best moms get promoted to grandma. Do you think somebody would buy this for grandma? I think they would because, number one, it's cute. Number two, it tugs at the heartstrings. $2 a piece. I look at this as a $12.95 product. I could sell that. Oh, these are cute little lockets, it looks like. All right, so you got gold and silver, $2.14 a piece. I could sell that for $12.95 just because they look nicer. Lots of the best moms get promoted to grandma, so it looks like a different variation of the same one we just looked at. There's tons of things here you can test, okay? We're not going to continue scrolling through here, but these are huge, okay? This can be, there's a gold mine of stuff here that we can market to grandmas, moms, different areas like that. But another area is occupations, okay? So I want to look real quick under nurse jewelry. I like nurses because there's a very, very large audience for it. I've made a lot of money in it. I make a lot of money in other occupations as well, but nurses are big ones. So you have this stethoscope into a necklace here, $5.20 a piece. I would sell this for $19.95. It's priced a little bit higher, but I still think you could sell this. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Let's see what else as we scroll through here. I like this right here. This is a little on the higher end. I like the heart with the EKG sign, going into an arrow. I think it's priced a little bit high. We don't have time to do this here today, but I think you could take this and run some searches and possibly find that even cheaper. A heart into an EKG sign, $2.55 a piece. I can sell that for $9.95. This is cute right here to RNs, registered nurse. Live, love, heal. Make great Christmas gifts. People will buy them. Large audience, remember, $1.94 a piece. That's a $9.95 product. As a nurse's prayer here, I can't really read it without opening it up, but we're not going to open it. Medical symbol here, $2.19 a piece. $9.95 on that as well. And again, we can keep scrolling here, okay? Same type of necklaces was looking at under grandma. Just a cute little nurse necklace. It says nurse. It has a heart. These are sold by the lot, which means your 24 pieces is what you're buying for $14.34. So you don't want to buy that. But what you do is, look, I wasn't even paying attention. This is right beside it. The same thing. They have different colors available. 99 cents a piece. That's a $9.95. Honestly, that's probably a $12.95. I think I could sell that for $12.95. And then you can continue to move forward and get tons of ideas. So you get the gist of what we're talking about here. These are 5 areas that do very, very well this time of year. Ugly Christmas sweaters. They're huge this time of year. Grandma shirts. They're huge this time of year. Occupation shirts, especially nurse shirts. Tons of money to be made this time of year. Grandma jewelry. Nurse jewelry. These 5 areas I go back to through the holiday shopping season every single year and do very, very well. I do over 6 figures every holiday shopping season. I'm not talking about for the entire year. I'm talking about just through the holiday shopping season alone. I will do 6 figures. I'm already seeing a ramp up in sales, and it's going to continue to ramp up as we move forward and get closer to the holidays. And again, I'll do another 6 figures over the next couple of months myself. Now, what I would like to do is share with you real quick before I let you go how I can help you achieve the same level of success that I have right here. In doing this, I'd like to introduce you to my Done For You training. Now, what is my Done For You training? Well, number one, in my Done For You training, what I am going to do is you are going to get 5 Done For You campaigns. That will include the product that I sold. Now, these are campaigns that I have personally made money with, okay? In fact, these 5 campaigns have done well over $120,000 just off these 5 campaigns, and that's just for me, okay? That's not counting other people that have ran these same campaigns, because let's face it, if I'm marketing a product, I guarantee you other people are too. There are 5 Done For You campaigns that have made me over $120,000. In the Done For You campaigns, you will get the product that I've sold and the exact targeting for your ad. Now, that in and of itself, in my opinion, is more important than the product itself, because the reason why is because the targeting that I'm giving you in my 5 Done For You campaigns is for, they're buying audiences, okay? They are audiences that have proven to be buyers from me over and over and over and over and over, so you can launch other products to this audience as well. And if you put something good that's relevant in front of a buying audience, you're going to make sales. On top of the 5 Done For You campaigns, I'd also have the 6 recorded advanced training calls that I recently did with a small group of coaching students. I took a small group of students and we covered areas like question and answers on your Shopify store setup, general Q&A, product research, Facebook ads, scaling your ads, print on demand. There's a very in-depth training on print on demand, which is your t-shirts, coffee mugs, anything that you can put print on. 6 recorded advanced training calls that I did with that group. Very valuable information right there. Also, you're going to get 2 one-on-one training calls with me. Now, oftentimes what I've done is people have had 30 days to use these because I have a busy schedule and I generally don't have time to drag these things out over a long period of time. But I've come to understand that people lead busy lives, and although people want the training calls, maybe they need a little bit longer to use them. So what I'm going to do is something I've never done before, and I'm going to give you 3 months to use the 2 one-on-one training calls with me, okay? 3 months to use 2 one-on-one training calls with me. Now, in these training calls, we will cover whatever you need the most help with. If you need help setting your Shopify store up, we're going to get your store set up. If you need help with product research, we're going to dive in and I'm going to help you do product research. If you need help with Facebook ads, then I'm going to dive in and help you do your Facebook ads, because I want you to have the understanding and the training that you need to go out there and do 6 figures in 2018, okay? And then the next thing you're going to get is complete Shopify and Facebook ads training, so you will know how to properly set up and run your e-commerce business, okay? So again, let's recap. 5 Done For You campaigns that include the product that I've sold and the targeting that I've used for my ads. Keep in mind the targeting is the most important part. That's going to be the most valuable part for you, because they have been buying audiences for me for several years, and I'm giving them to you. I'm handing them to you on a silver platter. 6 recorded advanced training calls that I did with a small group of coaching students. 2 one-on-one training calls with me. You've got 3 months to use them, and complete Shopify and Facebook ads training, so you know how to properly set up and run your e-commerce business. Now, what I'm not going to do here is put a link up on the screen for you to go and to make a purchase today. The reason why I'm going to do this is because, or the reason why I'm not going to just throw a link up and have you go buy, is because I need to keep this very exclusive. I need to keep this to a very small group of people, because at the end of the day, I don't need 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 people out there with these Done For You campaigns competing with this same small group that it's intended for. So what I'm going to do to keep this exclusive is I'm going to have you, for those who want access to this, I'm going to have you book a call with me. Go to the link on your screen, or there should be a button somewhere around below this video. Click on that link and book your call with me. http://smart URL, that's SMART URL.it/book with Curtis, okay? Click that link, book your call to speak with me, and I'm going to see where you're at. I'm going to see if you're ready, because this is for action takers, okay? This is for somebody who's already made up their mind, and you already know without a shadow of a doubt that you're going to do what it takes to go out there and be successful, that you're going to go out there and launch a business that's going to do well over 6 figures in the next year. This is for action takers. This is for that person who truly wants to work for themselves and create life-changing income, okay? And this is not for every looky-loo, somebody who just wants to buy something and put it on the shelf and collect dust. This is something that it's very special to me. It's made me a lot of money, and it can make you a lot of money too if you're an action taker. So book the call with me by clicking on the link. Now, I will tell you, I highly recommend don't book a call 3 or 4 days out, because I'm only releasing 5 of these done for you trainings. When the 5 are gone, they're gone. That's it. It gets to the point to where, once the 5 are gone, there's no point in me even doing any more calls anymore, because it would literally just be to tell you that, sorry, you should have booked your call sooner, because we're booked out. But so grab that first available time that fits your schedule. I've got 5 available, and once I get to the 5, that's it. We are definitely shutting it down, because I want to work with a very exclusive group of people, because I want to do what it takes to get you out there to 6 figures and beyond. So again, 5 done for you campaigns. That includes the product and the targeting, 3 recorded advanced training calls I did with a small group of coaching students, 2 one-on-one training calls with me, and complete Shopify and Facebook ads training, so you will know how to properly set up and run your e-commerce business. Now, one thing that I'm going to ask is that if you book a call to speak with me, please be there on time and ready to do your call, okay? If you need to reschedule, you will get a confirmation email. Go back to the link and reschedule. But please do not take somebody else's time slot that you don't intend to use, or you're not going to show up for, okay? That's all I ask, is that you do that for me. Also, if you're booking a time with me and you live outside of the United States, I don't do phone calls outside of the U.S. I just don't do overseas over the telephone phone calls. So you will need a Skype account. Skype is free. It's an instant message chat type service. Download Skype, get your Skype username, and include that in your booking. If you're booking from overseas and you do not include a Skype name, I will not be calling you, okay? So keep that in mind as well. But that's it for today. I'm sorry I've kept you longer than I intended to. I believe we got the value part out of the way in the first 15 minutes, which was to show you the 5 areas that you need to be selling in. And from here, I hope you take action, book your time to speak with me, and let me share with you more how I can help you blow up 2018 by going out there and creating a life-changing business for yourself. I've done it. I've helped others do it, and I can help you do it as well. All you need to be is an action taker, somebody who's willing to take action on the things that you learn. That's it for today. Click that link, get that call booked, grab the first available time slot you can. We will chat on the phone. I'm serious, 10, 15 minutes tops. It does not take long. And hopefully we will see you inside of our training. Bye for now.